PM's department has confirmed that IWH Crec Sdn Bhd will be allowed to bid for the Bandar Malaysia project again, but only if the price is right, according to Datuk Sri Abdul Rahman Dalan. According to Abdul Rahman, PM Datuk Sri Najib Razak had indicated that any new consortium bidding for Bandar Malaysia could also include previous players. To recap, IWH Crec had originally been the developers for Bandar Malaysia until an abrupt about-face a couple weeks back. Abdul Rahman defended the move, saying that the deal was never a flip-flop and had been terminated legally by the government, and that calling for another tender was beneficial for the country as the value of the land had significantly appreciated. It should be noted that ever since the deal fell through, IWH's listed entity Iskandar Waterfront City Berhad has taken the brunt, its share price taking a battering last week. However, the counter hit limit up yesterday on the news that IWH Crec could once more be in the running. The frenzy continued today, so much so that Bursa Malaysia slapped IWC with an unusual market activity. The share price closed 7% lower at RM1.98 today. However, volumes traded were staggering at over 272 million shares. Sime Darby Berhad will hive off its automotive businesses in Australia and New Zealand, which import and distribute the Peugeot, Citroën and DS brands. The conglomerate says asset sale agreements have been inked with Inchcape Australia for the Australian business and the Rick Armstrong Motor Group for the New Zealand business. The two companies will take over the Australa-Asian distribution for the PSA brands effective June 1st. Sime Darby Motors Managing Director for Australia and New Zealand, Patrick McKenna, says the decision to divest the businesses was reached after careful consideration. He adds that the deal is in line with the company's strategy to focus on the expansion of its retail car and commercial truck footprints on both sides of the Tasman. BIMB Holdings Berhad saw its first quarter net profit increase by 11.7% due to better growth in business activities. Net profit came in at 151.1 million compared with 135.3 million last year, while revenue was 3.2% higher at 919.6 million. BIMB said that as at end March, customer deposits and investment accounts grew by 14.5% to 47.6 billion, while Syarikat Takaful Malaysia Berhad's operating revenue grew 4.2%. Going forward, BIMB is expecting the banking industry to remain resilient as it doubles down on asset quality and deposit drive while continuously embracing digitalization, explaining that the bank would continue to manage its liquidity and capital efficiently and that its capital buffer is sufficient to cover any potential loss. Inari Amertron Berhad saw its third quarter net profit spike by 139% due to higher demand for its products and a better product mix. Net profit rose to 51.2 million from 21.4 million last year, while revenue was 26% higher at 274 million. The group also declared a third interim single dividend of 2.2 cents per share. For the coming months, the group is keeping its cautious optimism on better numbers for FY17 from its continuing manufacturing activities in wireless RF and optoelectronics operations, explaining that it had invested into a new iris scanning manufacturing project earlier this financial year and had begun to see revenue contribution. Mobile Sdn Bhd is earmarking more than RM1 billion for capex this year to enhance its network coverage to keep up with its growing subscriber base. The company currently has 5.6 million subscribers, 25% of which are postpaid accounts. U-Mobile is hoping to double that number in the next 3 years. Its Chief Wong Hyang Tak and Chief Marketing Officer Jasmine Lee said that the telco has been growing its prepaid side as data plans have been gaining traction with value-added services. U-Mobile, launched in 2007, had grown its subscriber base from less than 50,000 to over 4 million in less than 5 years. Malaysian businessman Tan Sri Vincent Tan owns U Telemedia, which is the major shareholder of U-Mobile.